The story I'm going to narrate is a gratitude from me to all the painters of my boat. Yes, you heard it right, to all the painters of my boat. Well, the story goes like this. A painter was commissioned to paint a boat. At the designated time, he reached there with a can of paint and the brushes, and he started to paint the boat in bright red color, yes, exactly as the owner wanted it. And he started painting the boat. While painting, he observed a hole in the hull of the boat. He thought, and then he repaired the hole and continued with his job of painting. Once done, he was paid the amount which was decided and he left. The very next day, he saw the owner of the boat standing right at his doorstep. He was a little surprised and he said, "Yes, sir, how can I help you?" And the owner offered him a check which had a lump sum which was way more than the amount he was paid to just paint the boat. The painter was surprised. "Sir, I've already been paid for the painting job." "Well, this is not for painting the boat. This is for repairing the hole in the boat." "Ah, that was such an insignificant thing. That was a small little job which I did, and the amount which you're paying is much, much more than what I deserve." "You will not understand it, my dear. Let me narrate the entire incident to you." And the owner went on to explain. And he said, "While I was explaining the entire job to you, I just forgot to tell you to repair the hole in the boat. And I went. While you were painting, you did your job. When the boat dried up, my children decided to go out for swimming without even knowing that there was a hole in the boat. And when I came back, I was told that the children had taken the boat out for fishing. You can imagine what was going on to my mind. I did not know what to do and how to react. Before I could even take a step, I saw my children coming back safely after fishing. I was so happy. I was thrilled to see my children coming back. My joy knew no bounds. And once they arrived, I examined the boat very closely, and that was the time when I realized that the hole was repaired. So you see, my son, you've not only repaired the hole, but you saved the life of my children, my lifeline. The entire money which I have will be less if I were to pay for the small, big deed which you have done. Yes, the small, big deed which you have done. Nothing can be bigger than the act which you have done. My friends, this is a small little story. And the story tells us what? The story goes on to tell us that the person who was doing the job had taken complete ownership of the job. He did more than what he was asked to do. As I said, I repeat, he took complete ownership of the job and he did more than he was asked to do. And obviously, he did the job with complete excellence. My friends, in our life, we come across many people, many, who need somebody to listen, who need somebody to understand, who need somebody to empathize, who need somebody to give them a hug. Don't we find such type of people? There are many. I suggest let us continue to give a warm hug, a tight hug, and a big hug. Let us continue to wipe those tears. Let us learn to listen very attentively to those people who want us to listen to them. You never know that a small little act can be very big for somebody at that point of time. And hence, let's continue to repair the leaks which we come across in our lifetime. I again repeat that this story is a gratitude for all those people who have come into my life in the entire last year, who've painted my boat with their thoughts, with their love, with their wishes. I thank you all for having done that. I hope that all of you must have liked the story. And if you have liked this story, please do subscribe my channel to listen to more such lovely stories. And yes, please do hit on the bell icon so that you're notified every time when I upload a new story. Thank you all so much.